What's going down? This is TK coming at you with another chance for you to increase your financial IQ. Let me get real with you for a minute. When I say get real, I'm talking about the fact that most people refuse to be real in this fake world that we live in, where everything is inflated, everything is a bubble, and all you want to do is stay in fantasy world. Well, the fantasy is about to pop. I don't care if you understand it, realize it, don't care, not paying attention. The fantasy is about to pop. And the economic world is changing. The economic world is changing to the point where the fact that you don't pay attention to it will hurt you. And it's going to hurt you to the point where you won't economically be able to participate in society because of the fact that your purchasing power won't go as far. So when I say your purchasing power, what I'm specifically talking about is the fact that it will take more paper money for you to acquire the things that you want to acquire in this economy. And that's a reality that will happen whether you embrace it or not. So the solution to the fact that the economic world is changing is to acquire assets that's worth more than the devaluing dollar. It's just that simple. If you participate in the monetary systems of tomorrow, then you are a part of the global wealth transfer that's taking place right now that you are completely probably oblivious to. You don't realize that there's a wealth transfer taking place. You don't realize that money is being moved from one asset to another. But I guarantee you this. I guarantee that if you acquire that asset and you put paper money into gold currency, that in the end, you're going to have the last laugh. When the fat lady is singing and the last call and a trumpet sound, everyone who owns gold currency will have the last laugh. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep on rolling with what you're rolling with. And what happens, or what will happen, is that you're going to find yourself left out of the new global economy. So what's wrong with buying assets? What's wrong with focusing on assets instead of focusing on paper money? What's wrong with spending money on things that make you money? What is wrong with putting something of lower value down and picking up something that gains value from the moment that you buy it? You see, tangible things that are in the consume category don't gain value. $100 pair of shoes do not gain value after you purchase it. Some people talk about, the nature of Jordans and the fact that it's a high demand consumable item, that other people would want it after you buy it. Well, if that's true about the physical shoe, then the same can be said about the physical asset class of gold bullion. So if I was to spend $100, and more accurately $65, on 1 gram of gold bullion, then I'm accurate in my assumption that that bullion bar will accumulate value the longer I hold it. I'm also accurate in the assumption that, based on historical data, that gold bullion bar will have more purchasing power than if I was to hold $65 in paper monetary fiat money. So I'm not telling you something that is negative or something that doesn't make financial sense. I'm telling you that it's smarter to own gold bullion than it is to own paper money. I'm telling you that the financial world is changing and moving away from the US dollar because of the deflationary policy that continuously makes the US dollar lose value. Anytime you own something and more of it is produced, you devalue what you currently own. If you had a baseball card and you mass produce 10,000 copies, then your copy is no longer rare. So what I'm telling you and what I'm suggesting to you has been implemented by the super rich for eons. You see, because the super rich has a different educational system than us. There are three types of education, and the general public receives the lowest and worst level of education of all, because the general public receives brainwash education, non-factual based, and manipulated and controlled in nature. So if you do some research, if you verify some of the things that I say, whether you use Google or whether you use YouTube or whether you use whatever method of education that you choose to participate in, you know, you can go to a bookstore and buy books on the subject by people that have a lot of letters behind their name and that will tell you the same thing, that the economic world has shifted and that digital payment method is the new method. You know, there used to be a time when debit and credit was an alternative payment method. Before introduced, it was a foreign concept to people. So now that the masses aren't aware of gold money, now that the masses are not physically plugged into gold currency, it's foolish to say because you don't know about something that it has no value. If you own a paper money, a US dollar in your wallet right now, then you can own a gold money, a gold bullion that's considered money because it's good delivery and the manufacturing process in which it was produced is the same that banks and countries use to extinguish debt. I'm trying to help somebody. My method is to reach the masses because of the miseducation out there. People are pushing lotions, potions, bullshit, crack on a spoon when that's not going to help you. I said it before and I'll say it again. During a natural disaster like Katrina, nobody cared about anything other than how I'm going to eat. How am I going to survive? Who's going to provide for me? The mindset of the average person is who's going to take care of me, when you should have the personal responsibility to take care of yourself by making educational decisions that effectively create a better tomorrow. And it's only then, when you take responsibility for your life and your decisions, that you can change your mindset. And in that mindset change, you can start to find solutions. So when I talk about implementing the strategies of the super rich, I'm talking about the fact that they are super rich for a reason. So if you learn about their tactics and you start to copy some of their efforts, you might produce some of their results. I don't know how to reach people. I don't know how to open your mind. I don't know how to get you to take the time to watch a video, to read some information on the website, to listen to a pre-recorded message over 800 number that you don't even have to pay for in order to listen to. I don't know how to get you to move away from the dollar before it crashes. I don't know how to get you to buy assets instead of chasing fiat paper money. I don't know how to reach the masses in terms of making financial IQ go viral. In terms of somebody teaching you how to create and participate in financial empowerment. See, because if you implement the strategies of super rich, you begin to create financial empowerment in your life because you're doing things that other people won't do. You are separating yourself in action by doing things that others won't do. I'm passionate about this because I care. I'm passionate about this because I think somebody out there is smart enough to not fall for the propaganda bullshit that's on television. You're distracted by all of these things in life that won't add value to your life. Let's get real. Let's put down the bullshit. Let's actually do things, band together financially in a leverage-based system of duplication that allows you to use an asset and an asset class as your distinction from everybody else in life. What would you rather have? A $100 bill from one person with 18 hours worth of effort to get that $100, or $1 from 18 people that only requires a little bit of effort and a little bit of work? Leverage-based income is better than slave wage-based salary. I talked about it before. The tax liabilities are greater when you are in wage income as opposed to leverage-based income. I'm going to stop right there because I don't know how I'm reaching you. I don't even know if you're listening to my videos, but I'm going to tell you this. The smartest thing you could do for your family and your children is to move away from the dollar before it crashes, to acquire gold bullion at $65 per gram.